Today morning I had gone for a walk way early, right at sunrise, and it was an interesting experience. Why? Because sometimes when you're by yourself, you start to think and you start to reflect on so many things that have taken place, things that are in your past. And sometimes that past kind of comes and stands in front of you, and you look at it and you say, oh my God, I actually went through all of that. So I decided to make this video not because I'm trying to share something of my past which was very difficult or very challenging. I think I'm doing this because I'm trying to tell everybody it's okay, it's very normal, and you don't need to make it any bigger than what it was at that time. So I was young, I was around 22 years old, and I had got a job in a different country. And within months where I was employed, I was not being paid my salary on time. And after a few months, I didn't have money to eat. I was in a very, very difficult situation. And remember, when you don't have friends, you still have an option. When you don't have somebody to talk to, you kind of take a break if you want to. When you don't have money to buy something that you really wish, a mobile phone or something like that, you still can beat that off. But how do you beat and defeat hunger? And I was hungry, and hunger gives you this pain right on your forehead here, and it is very, very difficult. And I went through it, and I didn't have a choice, because what do I do? Who do I complain to? In those days, there was no internet, there's no mobile phones, nothing to pour my heart out to like it happens today. Everybody's busy pouring their heart out online. And I just realized that I need to go through it because this is a bad phase in my life. So what I would do is I would jog, and I would jog so much. I would jog not for 45 minutes, I'd jog for 3 hours, 3.5 hours, until my entire body pained, until there was no energy in me to stand or even hold something, just because I wanted the pain in my head to go. It didn't go, I just found a way to deal with it. Now with time, I realized that I needed to get away from the situation. So rather than focusing on my pain, I started to focus on avenues and options of finding an escape, some sort of a way out of all of this. And I did. And it came a bit later than I thought, but it did come. But when it came, and the first opportunity I had for a job interview, I didn't go there and pour my heart out saying, you got to give me a job, because I was in such a bad state that I was hungry for so long. I was 22 years old and my weight was 49 kilos. You look pretty bad when you're 22 and your weight is 49 kilos. No, I put on the best show there was, and I made the guy think that I was the most happiest person in the world. I made him believe that this is the energy and positive vibes he needs in his company, and I got hired. We all should realize that anything that happens to us, good or bad, happens for a reason. Sometimes those reasons are known to us, and other times they're not known to us. So all our bad experiences are sometimes just things of the past. They're not supposed to be romanticized. They're not supposed to be overrated. They're not supposed to be reasons to find some lessons to learn. What's the lesson for me to learn from something like that? I remember when I was doing one public event and I was speaking about self-confidence, and I kind of reflected on this particular event. And right in front of more than 500 people in a live event, I choked, because immediately my mind went back to the same place I was at that time: hunger, pain, distress. And I couldn't speak. I'm on a live event on stage for almost 2 minutes. 2 minutes is a long time on stage. And I choked. And I waited until I gathered my thoughts, and I said, that is my past. This is who I am today. And who I am today, I'm proud of. I'm happy of. Who I am today is someone who's self-built, self-made. Why? Because I believed in myself. When I had nothing, when I practically had nothing, I believed in myself. So the only person that needs to support you when you're down and out is you. The only person you need to back when you're down and out is you. So yes, I can appreciate and welcome people expressing their past that is negative or their current that is negative. But trust me, guys, it doesn't help. What is yours, keep it with you. And what you share it once you are ready to share it. And when you think you can't handle it, yes, reach out to people and let people give you some support. But guess what? When I was at that age of 22, 23, we didn't have internet, like I said. We didn't have mobiles. So who do I reach out to? So it's not just me, it's everybody else in the world. Every young person in the world at that time. So don't try to imagine that until and unless you get support, you can't come out of whatever bad situation you are in. No, you can come out of it. You don't need internet and you don't need videos to talk about it. So when you need to be strong, you need to be strong when you're weak, when you have no resources. You need to come out with ideas. You need to come out with innovation at the time when there is nothing around you to create innovation. That is when you will realize how good you are. And I'm sure each one of you has a hero in you. I'm sure each one of you is a winner. It's just that you don't back yourself enough. I think it's time that you spend some time with yourself, and that's why I like these early morning walks at sunrise, where you get time to be with yourself. Give time to yourself. Be with yourself, and you'll be very surprised to learn how interesting, how important, and how strong you are. I really wish this little video of mine changes something in you and makes you realize that you are a very, very important person. Have a great weekend, everybody.